Hello everyone and welcome to another cast of the 2021 Roulette Rivals World Championship. This time this is a Group D match between SovietDubov and Pigiero. We are starting in Sapienza in just over 1 minute, which was Soviet's pick, and then we'll stay in Season 1 for a Colorado map chosen by Pigiero. And as always, we are going to play 3 maps. Not to find a winner, but most importantly to distribute all 6 points, and that last map will be one of the other 16 maps, other than the 2 that we'll start with. Sound on Soviet side, who in the last minutes leading up to the spin practiced the more difficult disguises. And I've also seen Pigiero starting around different locations to get more familiar with the map before their match together. 11 seconds to go, and we'll see the first spin. Which is live now. Silvio Caruso, sniper rifle as a housekeeper. Francesca De Santis, pistol as Dr. Lascar Lafayette. Which is a nice situation for Soviet, because I saw him do the Dakar style isolation on Oscar without any emetics, just bullet distractions and a calmer. So if he can pull it off, then he would be the one with a better start, but Pigiero might also have that one memorized or practiced, and the Dutchman is the first one to load in. Soviet is just a couple seconds behind, so Oscar will be probably the crucial part of this beginning, or the start of the spin. And it looks like a long range emetic. Seeker followed by calmer. No, it's an emetic gas device for extra safety. But also, this means that one less firearm is required. If you think about the spin, you might want to bring a seeker to make Oscar sick, then a calmer to sedate him in a legal way, KOing him. That's 2, and there's the pistol and the sniper rifle, which you both want to be silent. And the 4 firearms is impossible to bring. It would have to be a loud pistol or something else. Soviet will start with the Silvio kill most likely, and even get it done in before the 2.5 minute mark. We'll see about that. Oscar's body is found when this happens, but Pigiero can be hidden at the bottom of the stairs and successfully acquires the disguise. Now he can go through the frisk, he can open the employee's door with the sniper, he can go up to the ICA safe house. Looks like he will open this door. Pidgey bit stuck on the stairs, but now he's in and opens the door as well. And a replan for Soviet. He was missing a pistol, but of course you can get pistols from around the map. So it's a tactical replan, which will cost him 1.5 minutes, but can now bring in a silenced pistol. Time will tell if that was a good decision time-wise, because he's of course giving up almost 2 minutes now, including the load and the plan. Meaning Pigiero is right on time for Francesca isolation. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, one of the most important timing in Season 1. Which is when Francesca will be alone. The guard doesn't look at him for 10-15 seconds. Pigiero starts with a longer isolation, 2 KOs, not just Francesca but the guard as well. And we'll be using the loud pistol most likely. These players are short on loadout. Soviet is also catching up, thinking about the Silvio isolation, but eventually disconnects and probably changes a bit back and forth between the disguises. And in the meantime, I can welcome GKPunk in the co-cast. Welcome.
Hey. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm doing well. How about you? Just 5 minutes into this Sapienza spin, and both are causing some panic. Look at this Soviet isolation on Silvio.
Target down. Next up, Francesca DeSantis.
Target lockdown, panicking him away, and if that body isn't found, that is a huge lead for Soviet.
Ooh. And Pigiero just gets the gun flash. The guard panics because he saw him with the sniper. It's not spotted.
Yeah, it's lucky for him that yeah, it was an instant exclamation point which didn't trigger any combat. It was short enough. Pigiero is Silvio is surrounded by 5-6 guards in the lab, so that will take a bit to calm down. Really cool kill by Soviet. Puts him in the lead and manages to isolate Francesca now at the 230 mark.
Gets that done successfully. Pigiero has to wait like a random amount of time when... Oh yeah, when the guard will catch up actually.
Oh wow.
He's gonna catch up. Yeah, he was doing his gun flash duties and then he came back and then he's gonna join the search. Hey guys, how's it going?
Some panic on both sides. We could see some guards on the rooftop, and now Soviet is also almost caught at the same spot by might be a different guard, might not.
Wow,
But
look at that line of guards on Pigiero's screen. There's like 10 guys in there.
that's brutal, and none of them lab guards, so it's all from the mansion.
Oh, and another one. On the same guy. Silvio straight back to lockdown.
Oh, and yeah, that will take another couple of minutes. And
Francesca's with the restart.
friend's body was found at the location. A really smart kill on Silvio, but Francesca was found eventually. Can't remember where she was dragged. Of course, in some situations.
Dragged to that side room with where the safe codes are.
Uh-huh. I thought that's the safe option.
I thought so too. Maybe killing Silvio like that just threw a wrench in the whole game.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprising.
That would be funny if it was one of Silvio's guards that like ended up looking for him.
Ironic for sure, yeah.
You never know this game.
I wonder if at the end of this run, this housekeeper will be trouble for Soviet, because eventually he should trigger Rocco's sister if he's going for Oscar. And
right, as long as he doesn't get out through that the door with the key card. If he keep mansion door, the main mansion entrance, it should be fine.
I think that was his way out. So if he keeps to that, and it should be all right. But of course, he can forget about it in the meantime. Finally, some peace on Pidgey's side. 3 guards bumping into each other, and still would be best to drop that gun because these random guards would turn around like 180 degree while trying to find their spot, so would be more gun flash in the meantime.
Gets the shot on the virus. Guess that's why he was keeping his sniper around. Well, he needs it for Sylvia too.
Yeah, and we can see the serial kill on Soviet again, body shotting everyone.
Oh, nice.
And now gets it done again.
Target down. Next up, Francesca DeSantis.
I think this can consistently spot Francesca. Soviet is more familiar with his strategy, of course, but these guards will go up to the roof now, and once they calm down, then I don't doubt that eventually they go through this bathroom or wherever.
You know what? That's probably what happened. They probably saw the body through this window, or if they came straight, yeah, they're coming straight for him.
And this is the route they were taking on the way back.
On the bathroom. So yeah, they saw it through the window. Okay, that's the explanation there. I was right. I can't believe it was Silvio's guards.
Welcome, Raiders, to this very entertaining Sapienza spin so far. Soviet and Pigiero's first map. 10.5 minutes in. No win just yet, but lots of panic and nice saves so far.
Yeah, Soviet's still perfect on time. That extra time he ended up taking down the 2 guards. Pigiero, meanwhile, gets the kill on Silvio after 2 unintentional target lockdowns.
And goes to the exit now. 10 minutes first try. Not exactly what he's hoping for, but the 2 points he will definitely take. Welcome, Billy. I'm joined by GKPunk. I edited the title now as well.
Pidgey takes the win, but Soviet's run, just half of it, was super exciting.
Yeah, won't quite work out in this run, but something to build on. And yeah, the Silvio Guard KOs will make it consistent, probably. So that is 2 points for Pigiero, and we're going to Colorado next. With some loud typing, of course. Should be at 16 past the hour, 4 more minutes.
I wonder if you can hear me angry typing.
I can't hear you, but I think they can usually hear me, because my filters aren't so good as yours or Discord's.
I would be disappointed if there wasn't. From a player, sure. For the way I see it, I try to make the shoutcasting broadcast as clean as possible.
Yeah, I did some work on the filters in the past, but not quite there yet, and I'm not being attacked by Pigiero and the likes so that my PC is blowing up, so I think I mitigated some of the problems, but not all. Okay, now it's been sent. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Hey, Penny.
Hey, Penny.
So Group D it is, and with Pigiero's lead, we are on our way to Soviet's first loss, but 2 maps still remaining. Frot and Soviet are leading this group with 8 points each. after playing 2 matches each, but Soviet is the one unbeaten yet after a tie against Hashashin and a win against Conorby. And then we have Agent 420 on 4 points, 4 behind the leaders. Hashashin has 3, Conor has 1. And this is Pigiero's first match, so he is on 0 so far. Well, 2 as of 2 minutes ago. And we have 3 matches going on at the same time. You can also check out Mendy Tinya's channel for Mikulers versus Johnny X. And the third match, with a last minute no microphone cast, we found that Currymaker can do some coverage for Supreme Commander Reich versus Mr. Omar. So that these are the 3 at the moment, and I see, well, depending on time zones, 5, 6, 7 or 8 in a short period of time. So a busy weekday. This weekday is as busy as a weekends were during previous RRs, so just goes to show how many matches there are.
Yeah.
We checked out earlier, where are we in terms of matches played, and actually the first one today was the 47th, so we are crossing 50 around this point. And less than a week ago, we didn't know the groups.
And there are still players who still yet to play their first match.
Exactly, yeah. Some are on 4 matches, most are on 1 or 2, but some are yet to show up. Hopefully they will. What else showed up is a Colorado spin. If do you mind reading it out, Curry? Punk, my bad.
Wow, yes, thanks. Thanks, Giannini. Sean Rose with a loud pistol as the militia elite, Penelope Graves with the consumed poison as the hacker, Screwdriver with the militia soldier for Ezraberg, and silenced SMG as Burgess, the point man for Maya Parvati.
I have so many last minute co-casts, and I'm being a co-caster last minute so many times. I have no indication on my screens who my co-caster is, and I think during my monologue I just forget who am I talking to, so
yeah, that's all
some
right.
confusion. So I see one loud one for Sean, but in the easiest disguise. One setup for Penelope. She is really not a tough consume poison kill.
That kill, honestly, I don't know if that guy upstairs wasn't that. Even then, I feel like that kill can be done in 30 seconds. You can get away with it.
Loud pistol Sean.
Yeah, but he's gonna dump the body in the basement, which is probably the clever thing to do because you can use that for exit.
And this won't panic Penelope this way, so you can get the consume poison kill a minute or 2 earlier. So it could be another
absolutely.
reason why.
Oh. Pigiero just shot Ezra with the SMG as the hacker. That's parts of his a side KO from Soviet. And a missed throw with the baseball from Pigiero.
Hacker start can be so much of a struggle, boss. And I think PG has some key binding where he does some interacts on his mouse, and I think he definitely picked up the SMG instead of the baseball, and he wanted to use the silent KO on Ezra. So with a gun in hand, that was the reason.
Makes sense. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, where the game would randomly pull out a melee item in your inventory.
Oh, melee not.
I've had that happen.
Luckily not.
I've had that where it's like It would do it with guns too. So I've had the hammer out, so I'll knock out first guy, go for the second guy. I suddenly have a pistol, and I just
Wow.
shot him in the head. I think I shared that with Mr. Mike, but yeah, it's imagine that happening in a roulette.
Oh, that can be really clumsy. I try to remember situations where, with a combination of instinct and shooting or not shooting, I do some double shots or shooting after stuttering or something similar to that. So that's my main fear. Melee items I can restrain myself because that doesn't do any damage by itself. So PG gets the initial isolation down. All three are KO'd, if I see. And we'll start with the pointman.
Really good timing on the point man too. He's able to turn him around, and the Spec Ops guy is turned around. Oh, Soviet gets a body found.
So it's a body in the basement, and I think the door was still open. We're just watching my stream back as replay, and I think Penelope found the body on the stairs. Another situation when, for some reason in a playthrough, no doors close by itself. You need to do some hard resets.
I've noticed the thing that used to be you used to be able to do it's very hit or miss on Hitman 3, where you could briefly see the prompt when you're past the door and you press it at the right time. It would close the door behind you. That doesn't happen so often anymore.
Yeah, I
And
do
you
need
have
to.
to actually slow down and close the door.
Yeah, it's fine for roulette when you want to take those tiny bit of extra time, but it's really not ideal if you want some good flow for running, speed running as well. Pigiero with the triple lure on Maya. If that last one also hit, it didn't, but this also works. Oh, Pigiero doesn't have the silence SMG probably, but could get the kill down whenever he wants.
Yep, secures the knockout on Maya, and Soviet has basement under control.
That 2-minute lead for Pigiero seems right. Who needs to detour a little bit for that silenced SMG, but then he'll have the first kill down, and well, then it's up to him how many kills does he want to do before the Penelope consume poison, because that's the one fixed point in his route. He needs to be hacker at 5.5-ish minutes, closer to 6 maybe.
Loud pistol. He's probably gonna leave that for last, so he can probably take care of Ezra too. Screwdriver close by.
And this should be a place for malicious soldier. PG likes these ones upstairs. One spec ops and one soldier on the roof, which shouldn't be found unless you're really careless with the corner subview. I think I got red guns once, but haven't played this many times, and I'm sure he's more comfortable with this. One bullet distraction and one more KO to contain the
Really
situation.
clean so far from Pigiero. That's the type of gameplay you'd expect when you pick the map.
Exactly. Couple restarts with hacker start, but that's almost planned. He's thinking about something. He's going for the loud pistol now, and just wasn't maybe wasn't sure how to approach the barn. Oh, which is what chat is talking about right now as well. Yeah,
A bit risky. He could have taken that Spec Ops disguise and then gone for the soldier later, but you should be fine.
Yeah.
Just the 2 guards.
What isn't fine is the time. which is ticking upwards, and Penelope is getting closer to that bottle. I think that's
He's
one
got
more
yeah.
conversation, and then straight to the greenhouse.
He's got about 20 seconds.
Yeah, luckily the hacker was his starting suit, which means he can go to the appointment and the spec ops and change back, and might even be really close with the animation. No, changes in
He
time, so
secures it.
don't need to. I had runs in the past where I ended with Penelope consumed, not in roulette, but in other instances. I think because with hackers start you trigger more conversations inside the house. So seems like 6.5 minutes is the one to remember for roulette.
Oh yeah, when she's like analyzing all the clues.
Yeah.
There she goes.
And now it's only basement action, because he has the loud pistol, he has the screwdriver, as well as the militia soldier, and plenty of militia elite downstairs. It is now really Pidge's to lose, as Soviet is 5 minutes in and didn't feel confident to get the Maya kill down early, so he will wait for the Penelope poison right next to that box with the... It's probably a spec ops here.
Ooh, Pidgey tried to turn that guard around, but another guard was walking by him. Got his just Okay, I don't know what else. Got his attention. That's what I was
Oh
trying to say.
boy.
Graves is down. Excellent work, 47.
He's still playing it very carefully, which is good to see.
Yeah, it's basically the last challenge of Pidgey's run, getting down to that basement. Oh, but he's trespassing and everyone is enforcing. It doesn't matter if elite or not.
Yeah, Soviet got the kill on Penelope. He has the earlier one. That might be because of console, but not sure.
Yeah, oh boy, Pigiero. More guards
Oh, is
coming.
that's Penelope's guards, I think. One of them at least. And
Yeah,
his head's like turning left and right like 60 times a second.
it's really frightening, but if that door can be closed with no picture-in-picture inside, then this really is it. Ezra screwdriver kill is done, and now change into the elite and drag Sean and use his face as shelter opener. And Soviet isn't that far away, but I think the 2-minute advantage is... It might still be right, because Soviet kills Maya in the next 15 seconds, then he also has the basement left to go. But Pigiero leaves, no time for that. He exits with 5-star Silent Assassin and takes Colorado as well.
Yeah, other than that minor inconvenience at the end, it was a super clean run.
And after all this, we are going to Mumbai for third map.
Maya
So
Parvati is down.
no season 1 finish, no season 1 special, no quick finish. But one of the longest maps of the trilogy.
Oh, nice. We have Mumbai, so that's another exciting map.
Hopefully it will be. It's probably one of the few maps where all 3 options are realistic, especially if it's random, really chosen. We'll take a look at the performance so far from these players on this map. I think Pidgey's game has just crashed because that's not his offline screen, but almost. Nice sloth there. And Soviet with 100% win rate so far. That might very well be in this World Championship, and indeed this was Soviet's first pick of the tournament against Hashashin, and his first ever map in this tournament was a win. And as for Pigiero, I can recall a very memorable decider against Rommel, which he won eventually. But it seems like he also has 2 losses, which I think it was a late match against Fusk, late in the brackets with a double Mumbai, which was won by Fusk 4-0. So I think these are the Mumbais from the past. And Pidgey is requesting 5 minutes, so he'll get 5 from now, which is 34. Yeah, I miscalculated, but see if Pidgey is back then. Can give 1 more minute if needed. Good memories for Fusk. Yeah, that win secured his best ever position in our tournament, and hoping to do just as well in this cross-platform one with more players. Fusk is in Group G and scored 11 out of 12 points so far, so it's definitely unlikely so far that he gets stuck in the group stage and will join the other 31 in the double elimination bracket later on. But we're so far away from that. Group stages will end on the 14th of November, so in 2.5 weeks. And after that we'll begin the 4-week double elimination bracket, where at the end of the world champion will be crowned.
In for fun, obviously hoping it's not a new one.
hoping to be there till the end. But the amount of effort some players have put in the past couple of months, it is going to be definitely a really hard task.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some matches that went the way that you like. If the match last night that I casted, the Meme Junkie versus Derek, the New York he won was like 7.5 minutes in game time, and there's like everything that has to go wrong went wrong. They forgot their key card. Derek is about to win New York. Here's the story. He gets the kill. He's out. And then he realizes he doesn't have the CEO exit keycard. Okay, he turns back instead of taking the default exit. Gets the card, comes out of the main door of Athena's office with all the bodies there. Couple of seconds later, the assistant sees the body, and it wasn't a Trank body. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered because once he comes in, he'll see the other bodies too. So yeah, that was heartbreaking, and he would have definitely taken New York.
It would have been a slight upset for sure against Meme, but these random maps at the tail end of the matches really spice these up, because from map pool of 18 you can't practice all of them for each individual map, so you end up doing a couple practice spins for the 2, and from that, the third map is all bets are off, and I think we have seen some crazy map number 3s. Yeah, these last 2 minutes are definitely good to add because I don't see Pigiero's Hitman 3 client.
Oh, I just noticed the map record for this is Soviets from this very tournament.
Oh, it is the one that we were talking about indeed.
Huh. Can he beat his own record to win the map? I mean, I'm sure that's not the priority. The priority would be to just win.
He was definitely happy to have a different record in the books other than losing the longest ever decider. So
Oh, that Colorado he was the one that was involved, right, with the buff guy.
yes, let's see if I can find exact time.
I
Oh,
gotta say I was a little disappointed when I wasn't involved in it anymore, like the longest decider, because I casted the one that was at the time the longest decider.
it is probably more a record for the casters because you get to be a part of some ridiculous long match.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it was for me. And actually, I don't know, it was so many things that just, oh, come on, that shouldn't happen.
And that 2 hours, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. I was on holiday and did several kind of different things and went out and went back and the match was still going. Absolutely crazy times.
Yeah.
Now the interesting thing is that that record can still be broken, but not in the same way. And I think that has to be reminded in the statistics because now we will have a timer for the last map for the deciders in the double elimination bracket, but we'll be respinning the map if the timer runs out. So that's a way to get even longer deciders, but this won't be one. This will be a 30-minute Mumbai spin with Wazir Kale Consume Poison as Laundry Worker, Vanya Shah Big Stuff as Holy Man, and Dawood Rengan Fall as Metal Worker. Unconventional.
So, yeah. Disguises are fairly easy for the most part, except for maybe the laundry worker might not be so obvious. Or
Yeah,
easy to get.
lots of options, and I'm sure they have a favorite one because not all of them are equally great.
Pidgey starts Skywalk, jumps immediately. He's obviously gonna need both of these NPCs, one being the target, the other being a required disguise. Oh, Holy Man is
It's way
delayed
back.
a lot.
Yeah.
Maelstrom turns the corner because he's gonna leave him be for the poison kill.
Soviet is finally in. Almost 47 seconds by itself. Some of them is planning for sure.
The Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city slums.
But it is probably the play to get the Holy Man. I didn't have any idea how to get him later on. So just leave Vazir and get the disguise.
Yeah, there's no easy way to find him either. Like, this is not part of any mission stories where you can just stick a waypoint like you can with the lead actor.
Exactly. And it is a better disguise than the suit as well, with no crowd enforcers.
Yeah, he is cleansed of all those pesky enforcers. So Pigiero is going for the laundry workers here. That guys, yeah, he's gonna use the, I guess, all those dirty laundry to hide his disguise change.
Clothes not
Gets away
being
clean.
see-through, thankfully.
Yeah, definitely. The You never know what's see-through and what's not anymore.
Meme Junkie was spotted through Janus's concrete wall, shooting through the corner, so it's really just expect the unexpected.
Yeah, I think that we should put that in the trailer for Roulette Rivals or any promo art.
It is
It's
really
Roulette Rivals 2000. Expect the unexpected.
but it is really true.
Someone's coming up the stairs leading to
Lots
the
of
secured area.
lots of improvisation needed, map after map. But this is the planned part of the spin for sure, just getting the consume poison kill ready. PG stays up, then climbs down, still gets it done, but I think it for both of them is just the wait until Maelstrom drinks it.
Yeah, Soviet has to get the laundry outfit.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the indicators of this mission story, what kind of pictures we're getting, and Diana lines. But he's definitely on time if only now was the flag raised.
Yeah, Soviet saw inside the laundry itself, so and distracted.
No way.
This is a pretty safe one.
Perfect, and now I think both of them will wait in this very spot for an extended amount of time. Which was exactly the same situation in Colorado when Penelope was the Great Barrier. Well, PG is definitely the first one to get the kill, not just because of the in-game time lead, but he himself raised the flags. And there we go already, 4.5 minutes.
And switch it out to the Holy Man now. Gonna find a beak staff. Probably gonna do the brick lore. He's got the brick in his inventory.
For big staff, I'm starting to like the ones at the top of this beach house now. Don't have to go deeper in the compound.
47. That man you just eliminated. That was the male.
But Pigiero doesn't have a way in, as Soviet also gets the legal
No
kill.
rest for the wicked, however. On to the next one.
Yeah, the big staff really is the last item missing for Pigiero before the brickler. Because metalworker can be found freely next to this house in a metalworker's apartment. Speech is trying to go with as few KOs as possible, but it's holding him back a little.
Yeah, also I think grabbing that thug disguise probably could have saved him a couple seconds. Not too much, but something.
Yeah.
Soviets taking out the Queen's Guard by the containers. I was gonna track the other sitting guard.
Interesting. Never seen this before, and he's going to be dragged regardless. And PG will transport the stuff as the Holy Man. That will be challenging, but not all too many NPCs around. So this is probably a map and a situation where it's not overly risky.
Bloody hell was that? I'm so not in the mood to deal with this right now.
Yeah, he gets past the hardest. I guess just those two NPCs were the only. And there he goes, the brick change. The color change. Pillar of purple smoke.
That caused a
There's your
purple smoke to rise above the slums.
P
Let's see what happens.
plosive test sentence for your microphone.
47. Shaw and Rangan are both on the move. I think they're heading
And
to
it
the
is
beach
very
towards the
synced at the
slums.
moment. I think that the only difference is so PG has the big stuff near here, and that is it, because disguise wise they haven't touched Metalworker either.
Yeah, I did see Soviet take out the 2 metal workers inside,
That is Vanya Shaw.
Okay.
Self-appointed
bumping
queen
Vanya
of the
for a
vast
remount to
slums.
catch up. They took 2 different routes.
Soviet likes to use the calmer here, as we saw the earlier with the Queen's Guard, so it is likely that he will use another dart to make it more consistent, and then it is Pigiero's turn to catch up or try to do the same. He will be the first to KO and actually sedate as well. 2 down, 3 as well, and that's done for Pigiero.
Ooh. Well, he missed the shot on Rima, but he hits on somebody, so it's not the end of the world here. It works out anyways, but I'm pretty sure that was intended for Rima.
Yeah, ideally she's the first to get KO'd, because it's annoying how she tries to keep up with Vanya. She's like Sapienza bodyguard type of annoying.
Yeah. That's the first thing I thought of too when I saw her running like that.
And PG's not
Pidgey,
wasting.
though they both have this. I thought I had the same stream up for a second there. Same, this guy's running through the same area.
Absolutely synced, with the one crucial difference being that Pigiero has the Vanya kill down and could make the difference. However, if it's within 47 seconds, we are talking about Soviet Xbox against Pigiero's PC, who had less restarts, I believe, so it is very far from over.
And Soviet had a long load. You can assume about 20 seconds of load.
That was there for Soviet,
Delving straight into the heart of darkness.
not quite for PG yet, but it might just be a... I think the kill will be done on the barge anyway, so if someone doesn't want to wait for Davud that long, then kill can be made earlier, but I think both of them will do the same isolation now, and this will come down to whoever restarts and whoever doesn't, because of course this isn't 100% strike rate.
Yeah, also will probably come down to who gets the guards is taken care of more conveniently. Like
She probably measures time on a
they're both using guns, so that's definitely the best way of doing it, making sure they see it.
Pigeon's using 2 of them, but I think that's quite an awkward position for them. 1 KO here, and the other one is already coming. Still green guns, and no one sees through that window, luckily for him.
And there goes Soviet with another knockout.
Has 1 guard remaining. Same for Pigiero. Oh, wow. KO. Thinking about a KO. Or Colmer.
Pigiero had the Seeker in hand. He aimed at Dawood for like a split second and then decided not to. There comes the third one. And also for Soviet.
There was a body in there and the door was opened for Pigiero.
Wow.
That was
as close as it gets. How did he not see that?
I thought it was over when the door opened, and apparently that door opened in just a way that Pigiero is saved, and he will now KO Davud, and it's a drag to the barge, which means he needs to secure the spot by KOing this last food vendor.
This is pathetic.
Soviet is 20-30 seconds behind, maybe even less, starts the same drag, but through a different route. Changes into the right disguise, but the question is, where will Davud be dragged? If it's upstairs, then he
Can
has
you
to...
not dump him from the top of the stairs?
You need to drop the
Oh, no
the falling
dump prompt.
object, the boat. There will be no dump prompt here. There will be no dump prompt upstairs. You need to drop the boat for that. And for that, you also need to KO those two guards. And this is where Soviet is gaining the disadvantage now. Because if PG can get the kill with just a tiny bit more drag, he doesn't have the right disguise though. So he's going to isolate, secure the place.
Ooh, and it gets a lot of attention from the guard. Has to emergency trank him there.
It is fine for one, and if that body isn't seen, fine. That is fine.
Alright, saved for Pigiero. Now he can just continue the drag or go and get his disguise. Soviet, he's knocking out the two guards. Oh no, he done
Wrong disguise for Pigiero, and he
Pigiero
notices immediately.
Ah, that.
He knows immediately, so I'm done.
Yeah,
no need to send a message. Just a momentary brain freeze. He thought everything is ready, but the disguise wasn't.
Soviet has done what's required. He doesn't have the disguise, but he is aware that he doesn't, and he's going back for it. It's a slightly slower, steady pace from Soviet. It's actually gonna be. It's gonna win him the game here. That was so close.
And Pigiero would have been out long before this. No, not even 47 seconds apart. But it is the restart versus the no restart. So it still needs to find a prompt.
Yeah, the prompts. The boat's still there. So he has to get rid of that.
And in this situation, I have no clue
Let's
if you
hope
can...
he doesn't get seen. That body been seen by somebody down there. No dump prompt yet. Nothing.
Oh
Does he
boy.
not? Oh man.
This is... Oh boy.
You gotta drop the boat, my man. He's dragging the body back down. And back up now. I don't know, Pigiero... Oh, Pigiero gets spotted by the laundry foreman. That's the first one. Yeah, Soviet is unaware of the fact that you can drop the boat and then that empty space that opens up can be used to dump.
It is just so intuitive. Ah, boy. It's just impossible to realize.
Oh, he realizes it. Okay, he was just looking for his crowbar. Okay. Oh, but he gets the attention of the lady that was... She sees...
Wow.
Oh, man. Restart, Pigiero's back in the game.
Soviet found the idea eventually, but that still wasn't enough.
Unreal.
Such drama.
Everything is happening in this match.
It's great for us, but horrible
Both
for
players
them.
with unbelievable luck. The body not getting found for Pigiero, and then that trank missing on Rima, but hitting one of the guards.
Have to be some some mean admin I had to be, because Soviet was asking for feedback.
Yeah, a little bit of constructive criticism. You can use a mint. I don't know if you ever heard that. Otherwise, that sounds rude.
I think it's a line in this from this game, or,
Yeah,
or just yeah.
it's a line in the trilogy. It was funny when a ghost mode target said that to me. You know, just forgot about killing it. I was laughing like.
Yeah.
Back to the origins of the maelstrom.
Disaster and yes. So I'm not sure because I'm reading chat messages, but it was 53 past, so just 1 minute ago. I think Eli's message came late enough that it didn't change the matter. We want the players to figure these things out by themselves during practice or the match. And he got the idea in the end, but was missing one more step. And with 11 minutes to go, it's barely enough for one try, because Soviet definitely reaped 40 minutes in and there was 13 remaining, and Soviet spent 2-3 minutes dragging, so the math barely adds up.
Yeah, unfortunately, Maelstrom holds up this run for a good couple of minutes, which doesn't help these players at this point. Soviet shoots the flag this time, so it will be slightly faster. Pigiero gets spotted by that Neha lady.
47.
Oh, I think,
Someone's
I guess she saw through the window or something
See if you can
while
get close to him.
poisoning the glass.
Yeah, that definitely has to be the last actual attempt for Pigiero. Slight advantage for Soviet because he's got the earlier restart. Oh, Holy Man is walking ahead of the Maelstrom here.
Oh, needs a bump into either of them because the Holy Man will turn around, Maelstrom won't, so even if both are being bumped, we can see Pigiero
Right.
saves it.
There's a metal worker disguise here, but that's probably not so convenient because of the other NPC.
Where did you leave the costume for Dawood Rangan?
Soviet going for his usual laundry disguise. So is Pidgey, but he's kind of stuck in a corner a little bit.
Wow.
Gets up. That was a ghost mode moment there where you just spawn and you're already stuck. So many ghost mode references. Sorry, I played too much ghost mode.
And we are on the map, which was never meant to be, or was meant to be but
yeah.
didn't happen.
I was just gonna mention that too, like to go more on and on about ghost mode. Unfortunately, we didn't get it.
Yeah.
We also never got any elusive targets, as far as I remember, right? Still no elusive targets on Mumbai.
And neither Mumbai nor Santa Fortuna, I think they were both merged into these special assignment mini missions.
Oh yeah. They're so forgettable. I hardly
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, at least season 3 got elusives on all maps. Spoiler alert that the Wrath ET will be dropping in 3 days and will be the first chunking elusive. And then I guess we'll see for 2022 if the live content will include the other seasons.
47. That man you just eliminated. That was the Maelstrom. Well done. No rest for the wicked, however. On to the next.
Alright, Soviet gets the kill on Maelstrom, and Pigiero just finishes poisoning his drink. Already has the laundry disguise.
Seven minutes and 30. I did feel like at the beginning of the round that both could do it barely. I think it's harder for Pigiero because he's faster, but not by 2 minutes. So he has a lower chance of finishing, but knowing this is the last run, he might be taking extra risks, whatever that might be.
Yeah, which can cause, increase the chance of you actually getting spotted too. So, oh no, speaking of getting spotted,
Soviet does get
that's
spotted.
probably is it for Soviet.
Most definitely.
655 on the spin left. Side KO on a metal worker.
Oh, and
Oh,
Pidge is
look at
almost
that
getting.
head turn. How did he not see the body?
that is crazy. No suspicion either, so it looks like the eyes weren't as functional as general.
So, man, the Mumbai is I mean, it's giving the players lots of luck, lots of fortune.
And he just barely not enough to finish the spin.
Soviet also gets a long load. I mean, at this time, he probably doesn't appreciate that because
47.
that's yeah, he failed at 655 and then he's back in the game at 6. So that's almost a minute time loss. And he's gonna
He
go on a
knows.
wrath.
Fitting and
Oh, okay, he's not playing anymore.
indeed,
He's pulled out his assault rifle. It's giving us a preview of the wrath escalation.
oh yeah. Need to check it out as well.
No rest for the wicked, however. On to the next one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from what I saw briefly, it looked like kind of like a survival mode, which kind of looks interesting because I played GTA and Red Dead a lot, and they have something similar where you prepare for a wave of enemies.
That is very similar to what or how Clemens and Travis described this. Plan and survive, and these were the catchwords, I guess. So it should be something similar to wrap up the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, Pigiero does something different this time. He has the laundry worker, not the metal worker, but
Oh boy.
funky. Yeah, that was his body could have flown off.
Yeah, so the brick was added soon or shortly after the Holy Man disguise being acquired. Oh, it's how unlucky for Pigiero. Vanya was alone for a moment and wanted to make her sick, but now the entourage is here.
Where is that self-centered idiot? He's always
He's
Now-
gonna attempt it. He just needs one pixel. Gets the shot. Nice.
And now the hunt for the big stuff, but it is up there, so should be fine. But he still won't have a way inside the beach hut, and I assume that Pigiero will start to KO people around here. This is definitely some improv, but if this works, and this can work in the next 4 minutes, then it will be very special.
You gotta be.
Oh, one guard saw one of the weapons. The other one saw something, but he just walked past it like it's nothing. Oh, but
Cross combat
side KO
hurt.
on Rima, but it's not. Oh, well,
Oh, was green
he
for
wasn't
a second.
spotted. Yeah, that would have worked.
And
Because
it is
of the
over.
close combat heard, the guard turns around and sees the body. Well, that's going to be a tie for Mumbai. Soviet's still undefeated in Mumbai, or at least for I think that he had a 1-0 record, right?
Indeed, 1-0.
That's the case. So, still no loss.
No new record either, but
Yeah, definitely not a record. He's defeated by the map, not the player. That counts as a loss? That's unfortunate.
so it's
I mean, I'm building the story. I'm a shoutcaster. What do you expect me to say?
so I'm working from 2 different directions, and I think from Curry's side that he said that the record will stay at 1-0, but the win rate will drop because it includes the tie. Need to adjust something. So
Okay,
the
I mean,
methods are-
I can see that. Like matches played versus matches won. I guess that's how it's been calculated.
yeah, it's how how we imagined at the start, but suppose it's makes more sense to include the ties, of which we have many more in this World Championship with the shorter timer. But indeed, that is 5 points for Pigiero and 1 for Soviet. What I'm doing here is I'm looking for conversation between the two, and yesterday I know that the two players knew that it was over, so I just skipped the time. But in general, we got the message from the boss that we can always let them suffer. We always let the timer run to the last second, or at least I do. And now there's a GG on both sides, so I'm going to call it now. It's 5-1 indeed, and that did something to the groups for sure. And Pidge is on 5, so this is up to date. Soviet leads the group after his first loss. 3 matches to Frauds 2, but Soviet leads 9-8. Pigiero is up to 3rd now after his first match and first win. He's on 5. Agent 420 on 4. Hesheshin 3. Connor 1. And Chaos and Chubby are yet to play and yet to score.
Yeah, Soviet needed 1 point to get ahead of Frody, so he's like, okay, I'll get 1 point.
Challenge completed. And this match is also completed, but the day is far from over. We have 2 matches starting at 9 p.m. Central European time, so 5 minutes ago. Linux started with Taran versus Agent Mando, and Mandy started with Rocky Horse versus Papierfesse. And then we have at 9:30, 10, 12 and 4 a.m. lots of matches. You guys will also hear GKPunk casting. Not sure if I will, but it's still a long day.
Yeah, for sure. It's lots of exciting maps and players.
Yeah, so can't wait for more. And with that, thank you everyone for watching. Congrats to Pigiero and also GG's to SovietDubov. And thank you GKPunk for co-casting.
Thanks for letting me join. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. And until the next one, see you everyone.